Hi, I'm Scrapping Amy with My Mommy Scrapping, where I'm planning for happy memories. Today I'm unboxing my brand new order from Scrapbookcom. Let's get started. So here's the thing. I filmed this already, and I filmed it live unboxing, blah blah blah. And I looked at how long it was. It was 30 minutes, and I went, nope, nobody wants to watch that. So I am going to go through, hopefully not as rambly, and we can still go through everything I have and talk about what's for the class. So speaking of what's for the class that I'm going to teach and what isn't, this is what isn't. Everything else is for the class. This matches stuff I got from the class, but I was just like, cute, happy, smiling, hot pink glue gun. I was like, please, mine. I love Doodlebug. All right, so first thing up, I am starting to accumulate some of the Distress crayons. I really like that how well they blend with each other, and I also like that my fingers don't turn every color under the sun. Like, I love Vicky Boone's art crayons even more. Sorry, Tim. But hers also leaves my fingers all colored, so I kind of like that. I don't have to worry about that for those. So I picked up those, and when the new 3-pack comes out for the 3 colors that came out after this, then I will be picking that up. This was a free with purchase. It is a die. It says hello and then has a little outline, so that would be cute to either use on scrapbook pages or on cards. I do make cards sometimes. I already have the paper collection for this, and I don't know why. There are a whole bunch of the holiday ones. I never picked up the die cut pack, so I've been slowly like adding them to my collection as I order things. Like, let's just toss one in. I am really loving Vicky Bitten stencils. Like, love, hardcore. And so I picked up the storyteller ones. And it has all these different circles. This is a very circular set. Oh, radiant stencils. That's what they're calling them, which makes sense because circles. Okay, radiate. So we've got all this different grid with different circles. This one reminds me of like a rainstorm on a lake, where you get all the droplets of water, all the raindrops that are falling, and then the little patterns of the ripples when they land like cross over each other. I like that, and I think of home for that reason. And then we have this nice little, very organized geometric circle one where all the circles are just kind of like connected to each other. Kind of like right here, Olympic rings, but like all over. So have those. And then I am really impatient. I want some of the color study embellishments. And everybody is sold out because shipping is still ridiculous right now. So I went ahead and picked these up. I don't know if they will be like a perfect match to color study, but I also liked what's this collection called? Kaleidoscope. So I figured I can use those. And there's also enough black in there that will just go with anything. So those are the random embellishments I picked up. These are the random pieces of paper that I picked up. Lake Life from Fancy Pants Designs. I just love the wood grain. I was like, oop, let me get it. And then the backside was a diagonal plaid. I look at this and I go, my dad. Like, I picture like a layout about my dad fishing on the lake or something on this. This is why I bought it. Diagonal plaid, love, but love that more. And then the last random piece of paper I picked up was this. I am using Vicky Booten's Warm Wishes collection for Drumroll Christmas this year. I'm going to make an album again. And I bought almost the entire collection over at a Cherry on Top, except this, because they were sold out of this. And I'm going to tell you, it's got really pretty, they call it champagne gold on printed vellum. It feels very fancy. It feels like let me hold my pinky out while I drink fancy, which to me, Vicky Booten is not a let's hold my pinky out type of person. That's my impression. But love it. Already wish I had picked up a second sheet like that. My next order is going to have more of that. Okay, so let's talk about things sticking to each other. Here. Okay, so let's talk about the collections I have. So my class with Alice Bowl is the week. Let me try that again. I am going to be one of the instructors at the ScrapSmarter experience. I'm one of 10, and I am co-teaching a class with Alice Bowl, and we are doing an A-side versus B-side type of class. I am very much I like B-side. I mean, I make zero secret of that. And she is the complete opposite, which in my head, I cannot comprehend that. I really struggle with going, oh my gosh, you look at that and go, ooh, let's use that. And I'm like, small, little tiny thin pieces. So we went through it together and went shopping, which let me tell you, I love shopping online with someone else because I'm like, I don't have to wander all over, don't have to be coughed on. I can drink my water or whatever I want to drink, and we can just sit and laugh and chat and look at things. So this is what we did. So we picked out some collections. We have 5. 4 of them are right here. The 5th one I already owned, so I didn't bother to buy it because I had it, you know. The first collection that we have today is Farm to Table. If you don't know, Alice raises chickens. And if you look up Giant Metal Chicken by the bloggess, language is not appropriate for children, I'm just telling you right now. That kind of led to a running joke between my husband and I. And so I actually have a metal chicken story to scrapbook. So while she has live chickens and I have a metal chicken story, we both were like, ooh, this farm to table thing would work. So this is Carta, which means that it's the textured paper, and I could pet this. I want all paper to feel like this. I know some people don't like it. That's fine. I am not that person. I could bring this to school and be completely happy when I get stressed out to pet the paper. The other side, though, has got antique stoves, which, not me. This actually reminds me, though, when I was a little girl and would play kitchen with my little miniature little stove and sink and refrigerator. So it kind of brings me back to that. But I bought it. I love this side because stripes, if they were diagonal stripes, it'd be even better. Diagonal stripe, all the things, people. This one, we have a chicken wire. This is the B side, right? Yes, because this is the A side. The A side's a cut apart. I do not see me using some of these things, but this side I could use, even though it is chicken wire. And I look at it and see chicken wire. I know some people look at it and see hexagons. If you see hexagons, it's great. Use it as hexagons. I can't do that, though, because it's not to me. This one I love. This one I would buy like a 25 pack of because it is a basic paper. I could use any collection on this. It's interesting that they're so close in color, but different. You don't always see that. So, nice little sedated backside. This backside, like, ooh, like now, B-side. This one has, it looks like baking or canning supplies. There's the mixing bowls. There's a jar of jelly. There's a rolling pin. There's a muffin tin. So it's just like kind of a combination of traditional, very traditional, domestic type things. Frying pan. What's in that frying pan? I can't even tell what that's supposed to be. This is where, if I wasn't on video, I would get my phone out and take a picture and then enlarge it because I'm old and my eyeballs don't want to work. I think it's supposed to be a spatula, but I don't know. I'm rambling. Like, tell me. Focus, Amy. Focus. So, B-side on this one is this lovely red barn board. I do like this side a lot because you can mat a photo. I'll talk about that photo in a moment. You mat a photo with it and you still get the texture of the wood, but the brightness of the red. Love this side. Not, though, as a background. Like, this is one of those, let's do it in small pieces. This side is fun. I do not know how well it shows up. I can see it a little bit on my screen right now. So this reminds me of the waffle weave kitchen towels because it's very subtle. And with those waffle weave towels, you're like, you can see it, but not really. And I love it. I do a whole pack of that. Oh, and the other side, I actually have a story I want to tell about spices. Oh, it's got pumpkin pie spice. I didn't even notice that. Like, that's big. That particular spice has another story in my family. My dad went and built, my sisters and I, each a spice cabinet right for the Christmas before the whole world fell apart. And he brought it down to me. We didn't go up for Christmas that year because my daughter and husband both had a delightful stomach bug that started at 7 in the evening on Christmas Day. So there was no going anywhere. But he came down at the very end of February and hung it up for me in my kitchen. And I want to talk about that because I've got a picture of us together right in front of it. And to know that, you know, he built it and then wanted to make sure I had it and then even hung it up for me. And then 2 weeks later, the whole world shut down. So that was the last time I saw him, but that's such a happy memory. I mean, I've seen him since. since, you know, I saw them over the summer. But now this is why I'm like, let me refilm because I ramble. And what do? I ramble some more. Hey, orange gingham. This kind of makes my eyes dance. I don't know if I could use this as a full background or not. But this would definitely be a background for me because the other side is chickens, like literal chickens. And though this is the side I wanted to use, though, to tell my chicken story. So I could do something like the little half and half type thing. We'll see. All right, so I did not get any of the embellishments for that collection because nothing like struck my fancy. This is Keeping It Real by Pinkfresh Studio. I loved this. Like this, I look at and I relax. I don't know what it is about it. I think if Shamel used this in one of her kits, she would first fussy cut these little groups, and then she would like, oh, let's tear the paper, because she would like to torture me as much as possible. Just saying. The other side is this lovely blue. So, ScrapSmarter. Let's talk about that real quick. As I'm flipping through, this one confuses me. Like, I cannot see anybody using this, so I would... I can't remember if this is one we talked about. Each of us using the opposite sides. Love this side though. Chevrons, aqua, light blue. Again, whole pack. So for this class, I said A side, B side. There are 10 different instructors, so you get all sorts of inspiration in classes over a 3-day weekend. It is August 20th, 21st, and 22nd. Amongst the 10 teachers is the person who has inspired and influenced me the most for my scrapbooking, and that is the amazing Shamel Lane, and she is also doing our keynote. So it is huge. I am so excited. I've never been able to participate in something like this before, and to be able to be on the same like teaching schedule as Shamel, it just makes me go, ah! Like, really? Are you sure? Love this. People call this a rainbow. To me, this is not a rainbow. This is like color blocked stripes. That's what I see. Like, I get the whole rainbow, but then you look at it and you're like, yeah, not really. Because this should be next to this if it was rainbow. Like, I could go for it then. So I will have a link down below along with my code that you can use to register for the ScrapSmarter event. Diagonal stripes. Thank you, Pinkfresh. And that you can save $30 until August 15th. And then after that, I think you save $5, so it's not quite as much of the savings, but you can still save if you use my name, Amy Myers, AMYMYERS. Love this. I want like a deck of playing cards that have that I could just give people when I go, what? This side, I do like that. All right, so let's really quickly, before I move on to my next paper collection, let's talk about the embellishments that I bought to go with it. Pinkfresh, I will get their floral ephemera packs because I can kind of put these with anything. And if I run out of like papers to use it with, then I break it up and put it into my color bins. So that works. They call these, they're cardstock stickers. To me, these are like thin chipboard. This is cardstock. This is not cardstock to me. But I liked it, and I thought it would be nice to have a little bit more of a dimension. And then I got the Puffy phrase stickers. I shied away from these at first because it's an italicized font. It's very thin, and I was like, and then this G looks like a backwards 4 to me. Okay, do you not see the 4 there? But I was like, you know what? It's Puffy. I like Puffy. Let's try it out. So we'll see. So those are the different things I got for Keeping It Real. Then we have the Doodlebug Cute and Crafty, which is, look at that. Oh, I'm very excited. Doodlebug, like, overall, they're not one I'm drawn to for a lot of in-depth scrapbooking, but I am happy every time I look at anything Doodlebug. That is why I own so many of their enamel pins. Maybe there has their older ones and they're like looking to get rid of them. Let me know. I would be happy to pay for them. It just makes me happy. Like, I got little smiling jars of embellishments. Okay? I got smiling scissors. I got a smiling camera. I got a smiling phone with a picture of a smiling hot air balloon. Everything's happy. Can't help but love it. Backside. I love it. Would love it even more if it's diagonal. but love this. And one of the things I really like about it is that the stripes are different widths. I think that's cool. And I like, there's another stripey one that I have later on, and I want to just, oh, they kind of do it. But the other one of the things I like compared to like some of the other collections I've seen is that they're like sheer. So you get the changes in color as they intersect with other stripes. I don't know. I think that's awesome. So I have that. Loved this one. This is like chaos. Chaos? How did I say that? This is like chaos, but like in such a fun way. The other side is what I like to call, oh my gosh, my eyeballs are going to melt out of my head, pink. We abbreviate that as hot pink. But I still like it. I mean, it's dots. I would use both of these sides. Actually, probably me. This one I like so much. I bought two. I loved the nice. This is their red for this collection, and it might be like their red for everything. I don't even really know that, but this is I love. It's like a deep pink, and it just makes me happy, and I love it so much. I bought two of them. So this is definitely, I would go with rainbow. You're starting with one end of the spectrum and you're going towards the other end. Doesn't have purple, but you know what? I know that's a hard color for scrapbookers. I don't know why. Purple's amazing. But there you go. So I got two of those. This one, I want a whole pack of this just because I'm a teacher. I would love to get a 12 by 12 frame this, and then use it to like write messages to my students. Like put it next to my door and write a note on it for my kids as they walk into the classroom. Wouldn't that be just so much fun? And the other side, so you got rainbow stripes on notebook paper. Teacher heart, so happy. You've got colored pencils in rainbow stripes. Teacher heart, still happy. I would not use this as a background though. This would make really nice like punched borders, I think. This one, I'm betting this is what they consider the B-side, but look at this. It's pink. It's diagonal stripes. Diagonal plaid stripes, people. That's what I love right here. So that's what I got for paper from this collection. I only bought one of the embellishments, the Bits and Pieces Bright, and it's got some larger pieces and then these little floral ones. So they're basics. The way that Doodlebug does their color palette is their colors from collection to collection tend to remain the same. So this is not themed. I can use this for any Doodlebug. I can take these apart, put them into my color bins, and use it for anything. So this is really versatile. And I'm really glad it's versatile because for some reason I bought two of them. I don't know. No idea. So there we go. That is all of the Doodlebug Cute and Crafty that I bought. And then the last collection I'm going to show you tonight, I picked up pieces from, is Family Fun from Simple Stories. Love the Tone Run arrows. I wish this instead of arrows, I wish it was stripes, because then again, whole pack, I'd buy a whole pack. Use that as a basics background for everything. This one, it is spinners, and I know this is like a game oriented type of pack of pastime stuff to do with your game. With your family, games to do with the family. But I look at this and immediately I go to, oh, I wonder if I could use these for teaching probability to my third graders. Everything is a lesson to me. But it's really neat because you could do, equal probability here. Equal probability here, but you're more probable to land on the dark teal than the dark teal here. Definitely more probable to land than on this one. And then you've got these where it's 4 pieces, but they're not even pieces. So again, which one are you more likely to land on, aqua or yellow? Those are equal. What about aqua and orange? Clearly orange. See, there you go. And that is your lesson on probability with spinners. Dominoes. Bright, colorful. These are ones I could probably bring myself to fussy cut out because they're pretty much just rectangles. But I like that side. It's puzzle pieces. I don't know if I have any photos of us doing puzzles together when kiddo was young, but if I do, I got the paper for it now. This one, oh, I got something on the paper too. This one I bought for this side, the other side. Okay, let's just get this out of the way. Bingo card. I don't know. I think this is supposed to be the A side because I think all the B sides have the scanny code thing. Barcode, that's the word. this makes my eyes hurt. This side though, oh yeah. Stars. Rainbow stars on black. Like, this is my classroom right here. I have black fabric on all of my bulletin boards and then do like brightly colored borders and stuff and different things like that. So this one just talks to my teacher heart right there too. All right, love this one. Want this in an entire pack. It's distressed and not heavily distressed. It's just got a little bit, you can see like a little darker up here and some variation in color over here. It's even stronger in person compared to what I have on camera. And then it's a tone-on-tone dot. And what I like is that the dots are darker in some places and like light, like bigger. It's almost like fabric. Like, you know, you get fabric and you get some parts where you can see more of the fabric and less. That's what it reminds me of. Love this. Again, want a whole pack of it. The other side reminds me of Sorry, if you've played that game. But just pretty much any game, we have your little marker that you move around the board, like that one. But this is a lot of color and very disorganized for me. Whereas this is the same exact colors, but less disorganized because, at least in my eye, because you have more of the black that shows through. But I like both of them, what can I say? And then stripes. Let's get on the diagonal train for stripes. I think we need to start a campaign. Like, Shamel has her campaign for peach distress ink. I'm on a campaign for diagonal stripes and plaids. That's just what I want. So I love this. I love that it's got every color in it. And then the other side is the cut apart. And these are things we're trying to do a little more in my family, is of just, you know, downtime spent together as doing a family activity. Like, we got mini golf. We do movie nights. Movie nights actually happen like every night in my house because my husband and daughter love to watch movies. I love Space Invaders. I never played it on a big arcade machine like that, but I did like it. I remember playing it as a kid. Oh, let's talk about this one before I start flipping things over. Got this nice little circular pattern where they're intersecting with the different colors. That is a design I see a lot in the planing supplies that I buy. So I was excited to see that. And then this side does not appeal to me. Hands down. Like, I get it. But first of all, a lot of these are speech bubbles. I don't like speech bubbles. I do not like the little end. So if I was to do this, I would cut it as an oval. And I hate ovals because you never get it right. Like, they're harder to cut, like, straight and normal looking than a stinking circle is. So this side will be what I end up liking to use. And then there's this one. I love the tickets. I think I'm going to end up cutting a strip of this and putting it on my pick scan mat for my silhouette and seeing if my silhouette can cut out all these tickets. Because look at this. Like, this would be great. I could have tons and tons of tickets. I love tickets for some reason. And y'all, the other side though, I played Space Invaders. Like, I remember doing that. And I'm just, look at this going, oh my gosh, this is my childhood right here. So, I mean, I have stories I could tell even though I don't have pictures that could use this pattern. And then the final thing for this collection, I bought the sticker sheet. And it's nice and generic enough that it doesn't necessarily have to be like game stuff, but like, yay, 3D glasses. That is a Doctor Who page right there. Bring me on some David Tennant with his 3D glasses. We got racing, popcorn, movie nights. We got cameras. Hello, it's me. 50 million pictures. I love the stack of the game. Sorry, Not Sorry. What a Life. Get a Clue. Life is one of my favorite games to play. And I love that that's in there. So little word phrases. We got a border, and the only problem, and I'm like, I wish, yeah. So I lined up the edge of the paper with the edge of the border, and then the other border ends here. So you have a good 1/4 inch where there's no sticker. I'm like, I kind of want these to go all the way across. Like, go just a little bit further. It's almost like when my printer will like prints 12 by 12, but if you print 12 by 12, it prints it with a white border. That's what it reminds me of. But I mean, yeah. Simple stories. I don't know if you're even watching my video. I'm just saying I would love it if there's a possibility for my borders to go from one side to the other and be a full 12 inches. And I don't have to get too creative every time I use one. And I want it to look like a full 12 inches. All right. And then the last thing I bought were these Robin's Egg Color Vibe foam stickers foam alpha stickers because they match at least, they match in every collection. And I'm like, what can I pull out from every single collection? So like they match all in here. They match in that. They match. They match here. And they even match with the chicken paper. Let me pull out a sheet of that Space Invaders paper. Here we go, stripes. Let's pull out stripes instead of just a sticker sheet. So let's look at this. Boom. It works. Boom. Also works. Boom. Guess what? It works. Wait. You ready? You ready? Say it with me now. Boom. Works for that. So I have enough letter stickers, but I don't always have the color variety that I want. So I said, you know what? I'm splurging. I'm spending all this money for all this other fun stuff. Let me get some dang stickers too. So let's see here. It does come with some numbers. I wish they didn't do numbers. At least they did. I don't think they. Oh no, I was like, at least they didn't do ampersands. Here they go. And do we really use like the @ sign that often? I don't. Maybe it's to harken back to their like snap collections when it was SNA with an ampersand P. I don't know. That would be my guess. But nobody asks me, but if you ask me, I'll be sure to give you my opinion. These little dots on the exclamation points are falling off. I guess when it got packaged, when it was inserted in, because it's like bent there, so I'm betting that was like a packaging thing. Not a big deal. This still works. And I tend to glue those on anyways with a little bit of glue because those are the ones I like to come out. So hey, guess what? You know what you should do now? If you have not already, you should like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell. Do a little dance. Leave a gold star down below. Tell me what your favorite collection is that I picked up. Have you made any things? And even more importantly, have you registered for the Scrap Happy, ScrapSmarter experience? Save $30 when you use my name, AMYMYERS, and I think that's it. And I will see you on another day, and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!